You're listening to When Liberty Remembers, the Republic Emerges, a series for the ones who can feel the shift, the ones who know something is wrong but can't always name it. This is where the forgotten architecture of freedom is revealed. One truth, one gate, one awakening at a time. Season 5, Episode 11, The Garden and the Fire. Every transformation, personal or collective, must eventually reconcile with two forces that shaped the human story from the beginning: the garden and the fire. One represents unity, the other represents purification. One symbolizes the original wholeness, the other symbolizes the forging of the sovereign self. Humanity entered the world through the garden, but consciousness was reborn through the fire. To understand the republic that emerges from this awakening, you must understand how these two forces dance within a single life. The garden, the memory of wholeness. The garden is the state of being before the fracture, the innocence of unity, the ease of unbroken awareness, the natural harmony between self and source. It is the template of human consciousness before fear became a lens and shame became a climate. The garden lives inside every person as the memory of who they were before the world told them who they must become. It is the place the soul recognizes even when the mind forgets. But the garden alone is not enough to forge a sovereign being. Unity without wisdom is fragile. Harmony without agency cannot withstand the pressures of an unhealed world. The garden gives origin, but the fire gives strength. The fire, the forging of the true self. The fire is ego death, the collapse of illusion, the burning away of every false identity constructed in the shadow of the fall. It is the trial by flame where the soul confronts fear, shame, fragmentation, not to be destroyed, but to be purified. The fire is not punishment. It is transformation. It gives rise to clarity, sovereignty, inner authority, discernment, integrity, fierce compassion, unshakable identity. These qualities cannot be taught. They can only be forged. The fire ensures that the self who emerges is not the fragile innocence of Eden, but the resilient unity of rebirth. The union of both, the complete human. A person who remembers the garden but has not passed through the fire cannot hold sovereignty. They wilt under pressure. They seek protection over purpose. They confuse comfort with truth. A person who survives the fire but forgets the garden becomes hardened, defensive, unable to trust, unable to love. Humanity needed both. You needed both. The Republic needs both. The awakened human, the one capable of self-governance in the deepest sense, is someone who carries the softness of the garden and the strength of the fire. Someone who can stand firm without becoming rigid and open their heart without becoming weak. This union is the foundation of what the ancients called wisdom, what mystics called enlightenment, and what liberty traditions call the self-governing individual. A person who is whole and forged is incapable of tyranny. whether as its victim or as its perpetrator. The Republic emerges through people like this, people who know where they came from and who they became, people who have walked both innocence and ashes, people who have remembered themselves and therefore remember what it means for a nation to be truly free. For the Republic to emerge, individuals must carry both legacies, the memory of original unity and the strength of fire-forged sovereignty. This is the human being who can stand in truth without aggression and in love without fear. This is the one who can govern themselves and therefore help govern a nation with clarity. This is the one who understands that liberty is not a law, but a level of consciousness. And now, all that remains is to reveal the single truth that completion brings. The truth the ego could never comprehend, and the sovereign self never forgets. This has been another chapter of When Liberty Remembers. If this stirred something in you, if you felt a door open, good. I'm really, really glad you're here. The Republic is waking, and those who listen, join us for the next episode and step deeper into this architecture of your own sovereignty. And again, I am so humbled to be able to share this storyline with all of you. I think it's probably a lot deeper and complex than it seems on the surface sometimes. And I think that we are all struggling with a lot of different things in our lives. Please help out, like, share, subscribe, follow, comment, do all of the things, please. There is a tip jar or a buy me a coffee or whatever that's called in the bio. If you're feeling like you want to support what I'm doing here, please feel free. Definitely not going to argue. It does take time away from my family and other things, so a little support can be helpful. I appreciate you. Have a great day.